Hello folks, welcome to IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty, Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir promoted to Field Marshal. What does this mean? What impact does it have for India? What is it about Field Marshal, especially now coming in this period of escalated scenario between India and Pakistan? Look at this. Asim Munir Field Marshal promotion. Before Asim Munir, Pakistan has had only one other Field Marshal. Who was he? How is Munir's appointments different? What is the role of Field Marshal? This will be the course of the video. First and foremost, as usual, I will tell it to you like a story. You listen to it like a story. The present Chief of Army Staff of your Pakistan Army is your General Asim Munir. Now he has been appointed as the Field Marshal of Pakistan. One thing is, in all of its years of Pakistan, he is the second Field Marshal to be there. This pair, it is evident that there was only one other Field Marshal before him. Who was it? And why is it that only there have been two Field Marshals? And why right now at this point of time, Pakistan has made a Field Marshal? Look at this. When we are speaking about your General Asim Munir, he headed both spy agencies, that is your ISI, Inter-Services Intelligence of Pakistan, and Military Intelligence. He had assumed charge as your Army Chief in November 2022. Before him, that is, he succeeded General Qamar Javed Bajwa, who retired after two consecutive 3-year terms. Understanding? This will come into use further down. Listen to it. I told General Asim Munir was the second Field Marshal of the country. Who is the first Field Marshal of Pakistan? That is Muhammad Ayub Khan in the period of 1958 onwards. So listen to this story. The concept of Field Marshal is such a fact that we will see it through the story of General Ayub Khan. So what happened when he was in army? He was set to retire soon. When he was set to retire soon, there was a problem. First and foremost, let's take a little bit of history. Both India and Pakistan follow the ranks of your British. Understanding how the ranking system was in your British. So after couple years, there will be retirement in the army. And your general, that is your Field Marshal Ayub Khan, now we are using the word Field Marshal, but back then, he was going to retire soon. What he did was, he had proclaimed himself as the Field Marshal. One thing with regard to your Field Marshal is, it is considered as the highest rank in army, highest position you can reach. It is a 5-star showcase. Understanding? And they can wear their military uniform to whenever and whichever event they want. Understanding? And this position will be up until their death. Clear? So when Ayub Khan was, it is said that he had created a coup and he had made himself the president of Pakistan. To further cement his position, he also made himself a Field Marshal. Alright? So he was the president of Pakistan from 1958 to 1969. From the year 1958, he was very soon going to retire from army. So he himself made him the Field Marshal. He promoted himself to the highest military rank, but he did not hold any of the defense office, but later he gave another Commander General the force. Understanding? This is the story of your Ayub Khan, who was the first field marshal of your Pakistan. The reason he claimed that he had to be the field marshal was because he claimed that it was due to persistent requests from the members of Pakistan civil society. And also it was during the Ayub Khan's tenure where Pakistan came to a war with India in 1965. So a proclamation was passed promoting him to the field marshal, and this was issued by presidential cabinet in October 1959. Okay, this was your how he became the field marshal. Now, once he became the field marshal, did he serve as Pakistan army chief? The answer is no. He did not serve as the army chief, but rather he was focused on running the country and he entered into politics, and he appointed General Musa Khan as the commander in chief of the Pakistan army. Okay, this is about your Ayub Khan. Let's come to your Asim Munir's elevation to field marshal. See, presently, India and Pakistan are in a very high tense relationship because of the escalations that is going on. India sent a befitting reply to the Pahalgam terror attack in Operation Sindoor. During this point of time, he is the army chief. Okay. One thing is, Pakistan presently has a prime minister which is elected by the civilians, if we have to put that in a generic statement. But with respect to Ayub Khan, he himself has made him the field marshal, right? And he himself was the president. But in here, the prime minister has seen that this person, Asim Munir, who is the present chief of army staff, will be retiring soon. Remember, I told you Asim Munir succeeded, right, from a person who had already completed his 3-year term. So, to become the chief of army of your Pakistan, initially the term was 3 years. And based on that going, your Asim Munir would have retired in your 2025. But they passed and extended the tenure of Army, Navy and Air Chiefs to from 3 to 5 years. The term got increased. So based on this, now Asim Munir will remain as the Chief of Army Staff and will not retire in 2025 but will retire in 2027 because of this extension period. The legislation was passed by the National Assembly of Pakistan in November 2024, which extended the tenure of Army, Navy and Air Chiefs from 3 years to 5 years, because of which Asim Munir will not retire in 2025 but will retire in 2027. Now, while he is serving as a army chief, that is chief of army staff, that is the so-called Pakistan prime minister and the people have felt that in this escalated scenario, the country needs the help of Asim Munir, so they have elevated his position to be the field marshal. Understanding? Now we will see a small military background of this Asim Munir. He joined Frontier Force Regiment after graduating from Officers Training School. Now, when we speak about your Ayub Khan, he got his graduation from Aligarh Muslim University in UP. Asim Munir commanded the 23rd Battalion of the Frontier Force Regiment as Lieutenant Colonel. He served as the Major General and Force Commander of the Northern Areas and later as Director General Military Intelligence. He also served as DG ISI, that was a post when your Pulwama terror attack happened in 2019. He was the DG of ISI. Now, what are some of the, then now he was made the Chief of Army Staff and then now he is elevated to the position of Field Marshal. What are the perks that comes with the Field Marshal? Look at this. Like we discussed, India and Pakistan armies follow British pattern of ranks and privileges. Field Marshal, I told you that is the highest honor you can receive, and you will be able to wear your uniform, badges, etc., and this will be there up until your uh, death. Even though they do not hold any office in the official capacity, but he is entitled to wear his uniform at the event that he deems fit. A field marshal wears special badges of rank, has 5 stars displayed on his vehicle, and salutes with special field marshal's baton raised to the forehead and not to the hand. Okay, this is the norm of your military salute. Now, when we are going to speak about the concept of field marshal, let's see how many field marshals has India had. Up until now, with respect to army, India has had only 2 field marshals. One is Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, and another is Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa. With regard to both the scenarios, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw was about to retire when he was given this. With respect to Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa, he had already retired before he was bestowed with this. Almost 30 years back, he had retired. But to showcase the contributions that he had did, it was given very later. Understanding? Now, with respect to the concept of your field marshal in army, specifically India speaking, we've had only 2 of the field marshals in army. Now, coming to the topic of Asim Munir being appointed and elevated to the position of field marshal, especially during the times of this escalation, is a little bit concerning. So, as to see, first, the reason I tell it is concerning is if Pakistan is trying to visualize or open its eyes and see the reality that it is happening, then this escalation can be easily smoothed out. If they maintain the stance of reducing terrorism, and when I say reducing terrorism, completely make sure that no terror activity takes place in its soil and not focused at India at whatso point ever, then probably there is a chance for your Pakistan. Understanding? With this, we've come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.